This is James Helder for iFL TV in association with Matchroom's Gym Marbella. Just with Pretty Ricky BOYLAN, just on the way home from the iBox gym. Bit of an interesting evening, having a little pat butchers and that. What's happening, Rick?
What's happening, mate? Yeah, it was a good night.
It was alright, wasn't it?
That was, yeah, wicked.
I suppose that's pretty much an average night for you, though. I'm getting excited. It's like, to you, it's just Monday, isn't it?
Yeah, fucking worst day of the week. Sorry, my language.
That's alright, that's alright. So, yeah, Monday, back in it. Probably what, your 5th session back since your injury?
Yeah, probably done 5-6 sessions back. Just getting back into the swing of things, you know. Obviously, 7 weeks out or 7-8 weeks out.
Was it a shin injury?
I basically had a stress fracture in the distal tibia, I think it's called. Yeah, it was really painful. Couldn't do anything for. I probably could have swam, but where I'm going to be training through the off season, I thought I'd have a little rest then, and you know, get back to it once it was better, which, you know, now I'm getting back in the full swing of training.
Believe that. Do you think the injury, without being bad, had something to do with the amount of marathons and kind of bike rides and non-related physical, non-boxing related physical activities that you've been doing last year, Rick?
Yeah, it could be. The physios have told me it could be a lot of things, you know, like I do a lot of running, do a lot of cycling, you know. To be fair, like, I'm a fitness fanatic, in and out of the gym. I'm always training, always doing something, you know. So, as I said, the physio said it could be a lot of things. They said it could be my trainers, it could be the shoes I wear, it could be the amount of running I do, it could be the amount of hills that I've been running. You know, like, it could mount to a lot of things. So, I'm basically on a program now. Yeah, and they're just getting me to prevent the injury from coming back, sort of thing. So, you know, just going weekly to physio sessions and that. So, but yeah, it's all good so far. So, and just looking forward to getting back in there.
I can believe that. Last time we saw you out was at York Hall, fighting against Zot. Tough, durable guy, Zot. I know it's a bit of a cliche, but on his day he can give anyone problems, can't he?
Listen, Zot has been in with some decent people.
Throws them awkward looping shots as well.
Yeah, he's a good fighter, and if you heard, but you know, at the start of the fight, been to the European Games, been to the World Championships, boxed in Olympic qualifiers. You know, no disrespect, but no idiot does that. You know, like, he's been around. He was a good amateur, and even as a pro, he's mixed it with some good people. He only lost on the majority decision for the European EBU title to I think it was Brunette Zamora. I think it was like a round or so in it. So, you know, like, he can push top fighters, you know, all the way. So yeah, I was happy with my win. I think I won every round. So yeah, it's a good learning fight, really, and it's what I wanted. That was only my 11th fight. People were sort of like thinking that I'm ahead of what I am. Listen, I've had 11 fights. Like, I'm learning the game still, and I don't want to run before I can walk, you know. So yeah. I understand that. I'm learning. Don't get me wrong. I want the big fights. Every pro does. We're all ambitious, you know. So it is what it is. Like, but at the same time, I know I still need to get the rounds under the belt.
Recently vacated the Southern Area belt. So John Wayne Hibbert, in all honesty, could fight for it, because him letting you fight for it when he was the mandatory for that spot, there's a lot of kind of politics between that. I know you and John both have a mutual respect for each other and stuff. Do you think that could be a big fight somewhere down the line for both of you?
100%. Like, listen, I got the utmost respect for John Wayne Hibbert. I get all of his silly fans and whatever tweeting me abuse and this and that, but I know what the situation was. Yeah, like, my team were confident that I could beat John Wayne Hibbert. I'm confident I could beat John Wayne Hibbert. I wanted to fight. John Wayne Hibbert wanted to fight. But at the end of the day, my team wanted the best for me. And, you know, we sat down and spoke, and they sort of suggested that, you know, vacate the title and move on to something bigger. Fingers crossed it's all in the pipeline. And, yeah, you know, but definitely it will happen down the line. There's so many good domestic fights out there in the 10 stone division at the minute. Yeah. You know, like, from literally 4th place, 4th in the ratings, down to 15 or something. We're all around the same sort of level, you know, same sort of experience and that. And yeah, the next year or so is going to be exciting.
Been a lot of talk on the Twitter between yourself and Tyler Goodjohn, or between the fans more notably. Do you think that fight could be made, and potentially maybe even for your next one?
Fingers. not the next one. I need a good 6-rounder
just to get back
get back into the swing of things. Yeah, and then but listen, that fight would be a big fight. He's a big ticket seller. I'm a big ticket seller. I think his style suited for me.
Give him his due as well. He'll fight anyone.
Listen, he'll fight anyone. And before all this, he started like talking this and whatever on Twitter. I've got the utmost respect to him. He's a good fighter. I thought he was a nice boy. Do you know what I mean? I went up Manchester sort of cheering him on against Tyrone Nurse, hoping that obviously he'd win and I'd get a shot at the English. But you know, it is what it is. Like, we're all in this game to progress, and you know, obviously he wants to fight me to progress. And you know, listen, it'll be a good fight. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. What else has been going on with yourself?
Nothing really. Obviously, when I was injured, I just enjoying my rest, as I said, like, because I knew I weren't going to get a rest on the off season. So yeah, just sort of not relaxing with the kids.
You find it hard to relax when not in a bad way. Obviously, when you're with your kids, it's different. But being a bit frustrated, being out of the gym and that. Yeah,
like, do you know, like, I was during them weeks I had off, I just wanted to go running. Like, it's crazy. Like, most boxers hate running, and don't get me wrong, when I'm in training camps and that, running does get tedious, and you sort of, you think, oh bloody hell, I've got to go running again. But you know, 8 weeks of doing nothing, 7-8 weeks, whatever it was, doing absolutely nothing, not even swimming, it was like, you know, I just couldn't wait to get back into the swing of things. And yeah, as I said, just happy to be back.
Notably, you're signed to one of the biggest promotional companies in the UK at the moment, in Eddie Hearn. How much contact do you have with Eddie or Barry or Matchroom Boxing from day to day, Rick?
To be fair, I probably speak to them once a week, once every 2 weeks, something like that. You know, like the whole team at Matchroom have been brilliant, from Matt to Frank, to all the media guys. And
I'm glad you actually said Matt and Frank, because they're actually two of the nicest.
To be fair, they're like the backbone of Matchroom. They sort everything out. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously Eddie and Barry are the main men, but yeah, like Frank and Matt and listen, all the guys in the office, even down to Eddie's PA, they're all good people. It's like at Matchroom, it seems like we're all behind each other. Do you know what I mean? And as you said, like, he's a leading promoter in the country.
Interesting time to be signed by Matchroom as well, with these Fight Pass shows coming up as well. Do you think you could be on some of them, or are you looking for more TV bouts, Rick?
Listen, every fighter wants to be on the TV. The big, like, Sky Sports is the best platform to be on. You know, it's the best way for your name to get out there, and obviously it not progresses you as a fighter, but it's the best publicity, you know. And so yeah, obviously I'd love to be on all the TV shows, but whatever it is, I just need to be busy now. I've had you know, I ain't boxed since April the 5th, so what's that? It's nearly 3 months ago, and it's going to be another 2 months before our next fight. So 5 months out of the gym. You know, I've only had one fight in 2014, so the main thing is now to keep busy. And you know, Eddie said he promises to keep me busy, and you know, he has done. If it wasn't for my injuries, I would have been busy.
Of course.
He's given me all the dates and that, but unfortunately I've had a couple of injuries, and you know, they fell through. But
if it's the curse of the new injury, the new signing, and having problems with injuries is over now, you can put all this behind you and concentrate on pushing your career forward.
I pray to God it is. You know, like, I've had the biggest opportunities in front of me, like fighting on all these TV shows and the dates that Eddie's given me, and it's been the most frustrating thing, like, you know, not being able to fight due to injury. Like my last fight, well, my last planned date, Leeds in May the 21st, I think it was. I had a whole training camp from my last fight, the SOT fight. Everything went brilliant until the last couple of weeks. I was getting little niggles and that with the leg, and I thought, no, it'll go away. I was getting physio on it, doing everything I could for it. It was just getting worse and worse and worse, where I had to keep training through it. I'd done everything I could, but you know, it would have been silly to go into the fight not 100%. Anything can happen in there, and if anything did happen, I would never have forgiven myself. So obviously my team again, they suggested it's probably best I pull out. Like, you know, they're just looking out for me and they want the best for me. And looking back at it, it was a wise decision. I was in pain walking, so, you know, getting in the ring and not being myself, then it would have been silly.
Read recently that you've signed with David Weir's management company, is that right? Would that be the right word?
Yeah, Definitive Sport. Signed with them, so they deal with like my media inquiries, things like that.
So do I have to ring them up now to say, like,
yeah,
I want to have 5 minutes in the car with you?
Yeah,
Is that how it goes on?
Yeah, you're breaking the rules here, James. Nah, like, listen, they if I wanted them to do like things for me, they'd do it. Like, they're brilliant. They have been brilliant. They're just helping me get a few sponsors and things like that, just so I can sort of
concentrate more on the boxing
on my
side.
boxing. Yeah, like, at the end of the day, we all need money to live. We all have to go to work, do things. You know what I mean? I've got a family to feed. I've got 2 kids, Tommy and Freddie. So yeah, as I said, we all got to do what we got to do. And obviously, being inactive this year, it doesn't pay the bills when you're not in the ring. So as I said, we all got to work. So hopefully these sponsors can start coming in, and I can start concentrating on my boxing 100%.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully keep progressing.
Well, you know you're doing something right when you've got the Werewolves management coming in and getting involved. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. Yeah, like, do you know what? Dave's a good man, and he's a legend in his own right.
Well, I had him on the channel. You keep threatening to hook me up with him and like getting involved, and then it's just not happening. What's going on? Like, why haven't we had him on so far?
He's the busy man. He's the one that.
Is he always too like?
Yeah, you need to go through his agent for him.
yeah. Well, have a word for us, Rick. Yeah.
Nah, listen. He's obviously in the Commonwealth Games racing Thursday.
I know, mate, yeah.
I'm going up there. Hopefully, bring back another gold medal for England.
It's fantastic for him and fantastic for the area, isn't it?
He's the best wheelchair athlete of all time, without a doubt. You know, like, he's achieved so much, and it's brilliant that he's now starting to get the recognition that he deserves.
Agreed.
About 3-4 years ago, he'd probably go down the street now and no one would recognise him, whereas now anywhere he goes he's getting stopped. He's people asking for pictures, autographs, things like that. And you know, it shouldn't have taken London 2012 for that. But yeah, it shouldn't have took London 2012 for that to happen. You know, like, he'd won Olympic medals before that, he'd won World Championship medals before that, you know, and Paralympic sport, to be honest, it was hardly recognised before London 2012, but David's put it on the map. Now everyone knows about it, and he's doing a great thing with the David Weir Academy, getting all the young kids into wheelchair athletics and athletics in general, any sport, you know, like, they're doing a great job down there, him and his coach, Jenny Archer. So listen, he's doing the area proud.
It's good to see. It really is. Someone being positive and going out representing the area in such a good way, you know.
Dave's a good man, all round. He's got time for everyone. He's not, you know, people probably think, oh, he's won 4 gold medals, he'll probably be a little bit arrogant, but Dave has got time for anyone. He's a good family man, you know, like, he's down to earth. He still lives in the same place where he grew up, you know, not the same house, but the same area, you know, and he's proud of where he's from, which is good, you know. So yeah, he's a good man.
All right, well, listen, I'm looking forward to seeing some announcements from yourself regarding dates. As I said, you can't be far from knocking on the door for that English title. I know Tyrone Nurse has it at the moment, but be interested to see what happens, you know.
Yeah, September the 13th I'm next out, just in a 6-rounder up in Manchester.
Okay.
Then I'm on the big London show at the O2 Arena on October the 11th.
It's fantastic how you know what dates and everything's planned, isn't it?
That's the moment. The day I went and met Eddie, he had 3 dates on the table, sort of ready for me. Bang, 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 and like, that to me, like, it just made me want to sign with him straight away. You know, he seemed genuine, and as I said, if it wasn't for the injuries, I would have been boxing on all them dates. But I've been unfortunate, and I just hope that I can get a momentum going now, and hopefully it'll bring out the best of me by staying busy.
Indeed, indeed. Well, listen, I'll be watching what's going on with great interest as always. Thank you for giving me a bit of your time today and chauffeuring me around. I really do appreciate it as always. catching up again real soon. Oh, tomorrow, we're going for dinner tomorrow.
That's it, yeah. iBox Gym Team Mill, yeah.
Has Al Smith had a whack on the head or something? He's like threatening to pull his wallet out.
He must have, yeah. He must be the tightest man in boxing, him.
I'm telling you, he's one of the richest fellas, but he's got short arms, he can't reach his pockets.
You know them rich ones are the tight ones, because that's why they got so much money.
You know and I know. That is the case.
That is definitely
the case, definitely. Well, listen, Rick, all jokes aside, thanks for your up to date. Thanks for giving me a little bit of your time as well, mate.
No problem, mate.
And I look forward to catching you again real soon.
Keep your eyes out, October 11th.